I have been studying these two guys for a long time because they do very different things. This is obviously Anthony Bourdain, who passed away recently. Ira Glass is very well known in the US because he is the producer, the host of a very well known show called This American Life. And the way his show works is they find very simple stories, common stories, and make fascinating stories about those things. For example, in every highway, anywhere, there is something called roadkill. Like when an animal dies, could be a deer, a cat, or a dog, something, someone needs to go and pick them up. So this guy has a story that won all kinds of awards about that, interviewing this guy who picks up the dead animals. It's called The Dead Animal Man, and it's a wonderful story.
People have strong personal reactions to dead animals. A stranger wearing a white cap and a beeper just walked up to us and started talking.
I'd have gave half my life for that squirrel at one time. I was a prisoner during the Korean War, and I used to sit up off that Han River and watch seagulls fly over. I'd be laying there thinking I could fry one. That's how hungry I was.
The way he uses the interviews, the way he's asking the questions, the way he sequences the questions, what kind of sounds do we hear, the cars passing, it's wonderful. Bourdain, on the other hand, was all about travel and food, and then going to different locations and exploring food.
For dessert, and you gotta have dessert, right? Prego.
Lots of garlic and meat.
Awesome. A steak sandwich / booze mop.
There's certain American dishes, it's like you want the nasty mustard.
Yeah, that's a nasty mustard.
That puts you right over the edge in a protein overdose. Which is to say, happiness.
Yeah, I got it. You're really drunk. You need this.
Yeah, because seafood was just, we're not going to be able to. Too many beers. 10 or 15
Right.
beers. This is not the place where you bring your girlfriend to eat.
No.
The setup was really simple. It was always Bourdain with a guest. They would sit down to have soup, salad, whatever, and talk about politics and talk about things. And they were very efficient in the way they shot these productions. 2 cinematographers recording sound at the same time on camera, and then 1 director / producer / C-cam, and that was it. All available light most of the time, unless they were in a very dark place, they would put a few lights here and there. When you see the show, you cannot tell there were just 2 or 3 people shooting. It looks like a just giant production because they spent a lot of time in pre-production, planning, researching, and then making sure that they were ready to shoot. The same goes with Ira Glass and his team. Every Monday, they have a group of 12 people. They all meet and they all have at least 1 idea each. So you have 12 ideas, and they pitch ideas. I want to make a program about this, and then you want to do something else. So they vote, and they select the best 6 ideas. And then they go and spend the whole week producing that idea, producing that story. And then the next Monday, they vote for the best 1 or 2. And those 2 go on air, and the other 4 die. And that's why the stories that you hear on This American Life are so incredibly good. Not only because they're all super talented and very professional, but at the same time, they start from 12, they go to 6, and then they publish 1 or 2. We typically don't work that way. We have 1 project, and then we might not even publish that project, or we might publish it and that's it. But we don't produce volume and then pick the best of the best.